agreement. Positive.
to affect me in any sort of way.
AMD, if we get a quick little pop above $12, I'm thinking about maybe a quick little short over on AMD. Finger on the trigger to lock in profits when it starts moving back on up. Here we go. Nice job. Let's take it. $979 in profit. Look at this spike, baby. Taking some gains right off the top right here. 124,000.
You just gotta know what you're doing.
200.
Every single person can be successful.
Dollars in profit.
There's no reason for you not to become a full-time day
Now
trader.
we're currently up $2,100. Let's just keep it going even more. I want every single person. Now we're up $2,500. Now we're going up to $117.40.
It's not like it's a competition. It's if I tell you how I was able to do this,
$100
go out, make that money, make a killing, and let's all absolutely crush it together.
Let's go, baby! Let's see this thing keep on falling even farther here. We're up $1,100 within the first 5 minutes of the day. I'm feeling absolutely fantastic. Baby! It's good to be back here. It's good to be back here. Right now it is currently 9:10 a.m. Getting ourselves ready for an absolutely incredible, absolutely diabolical, absolutely profitable, absolutely insane day ahead. Traders, it is currently 9:10 a.m. We are getting ourselves excited. We are getting ourselves motivated. We are getting ourselves ready to take ourselves to the tippity top. Yesterday, I was able to make over $10,000 trading my prop firm account. Yesterday, I was able to make $1,580 shorting stocks on my real money account. So yes, we were absolutely able to crush it yesterday. Yesterday, 2 big trades. We shorted GLTO. Was able to make $1,500 live in front of you. As you guys know as well, I swung the S&P 500. I swung, I swang, I freaking held it over the weekend. The S&P 500, we were able to, again, make over $10,000, made $10,527 over on that. So, I mean, it is going to be absolutely great, absolutely insane, absolutely amazing. And today, I'm getting even more excited. I want to be able to trade more. I want to be able to make more money. I want to get ourselves going to as far as we possibly can today. So let's take the next, again, 19 minutes. Let's get ourselves excited. Let's hit that thumbs up right here. Thank you for everyone that's joining us on this day. And I hope, again, this energy, I hope it's infectious. I hope it's contagious. I hope, again, you feel it boiling over down in your little tummy sticks right now and smiling. And you're saying to yourself, oh, man, you know what? I'm a little jacked up today. I'm a little bit excited to trade. Let's see what the kid got for us. Let's see what type of, again, enthusiasm he's bringing to the table. So, let's do exactly that. So right now, team, super pumped. Little sino here, though, traders, just for a moment. I do want to turn off the music, and I do want to say Happy Veterans Day for absolutely every single person who has served for our military, who has served in our government, and who ultimately has made that ultimate sacrifice by protecting us truly from the bottom of our hearts, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for the sacrifice that you guys make. Happy Veterans Day. And again, thank you. So let's get back ready to go here. Let's talk about it all. Let's get ourselves excited. And let's see, of course, what this day is going to bring us. Right now, team, there's a few plays that already have the majority of the hype. We have MSPR. We have QNRX, SRDX, ENGN. These are the plays that are going to get the majority of the hype. Right now, again, I want to make your life as simple as possible. I'm not going to sit here and be around the bush. That's not my style. I like to, again, just give you the straightforward answer. That's what it's all about to me. QNRX is the stock that you guys want to be focused on. QNRX is the stock that you guys want to look at, the stock that you guys want to play, the stock that every single trader is going to be starting off the day with. Now, that does not mean that this one will hold up as the greatest play of all time, but what I will say is QNRX is the stock that the majority of traders are focused on and looking at. So you can actually see right here, top gainers with news and filing. If we click see all, we are going to see that QNRX was by far the best play here today. We can see QNRX had a 2-star press release. That 2-star press release was the word achievement. So it says QNRX announces an achievement of topical Rapidson target loadings for 2 proprietary delivery technologies. So we did have this press release come on out 8:30 in the morning. We know hot press releases are 7:30, 8 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock. When we do have this keyword such as achievement, the stock again goes on a very big breakout. That's why it's also, as we know, so important that you guys are always watching your news scanner so you could see the moment that these plays again come on out, get these big breakouts, get these big rips, and get these big runs. So again, we also have it over here where let's go on down towards QNRX achievement, and again you can see announces achievement, stock goes on a very big spike and rip and run. So that's why again you always just want to be aware, you always want to be on top of your game, you guys always want to be focused over on these type of plays, because again they come out at any moment. It could be again 7 in the morning, 7:30 in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, 8:30 in the morning, 9 a.m. in the morning. And again, the ones who find it first are the ones who win. The stock market is a buffet with food that's not going to be coming on out anymore. And what I mean by that is, again, I always think about it like Home Alone. You guys ever see that movie? It's Christmas time. It's just about Christmas time. In the first ever Home Alone 1, Kevin's up in his room. He comes downstairs and he has that massive family. And guess what? He's searching around and he's saying to himself, hey, has anyone seen any plain pizza? Anyone see any plain cheese pizza? And his older brother ate it. Guess what? His older brother was there first. He got fed. He ate the cheese pizza. Kevin doesn't have any. It's the same exact thing in the stock market. If you're waking up at 9:15 a.m., guess what? You're saying, oh, Dek, what's the best play today? How can I make money? QNRX was absolutely diabolical. This play went on a massive spike. Stock went from $8 and squeezed all the way up to $16. If you had an $8,000 account, you could have made $8,000 on top of that. If you had a $4,000 account, you could have made another $4,000. That's what's so insane about these type of moves. You could be able to make double up your account in one day. So QNRX, this is going to be one of the top plays. So that's why it's so important to wake up early, understand first come, first serve. It's the same exact thing with ENGN. ENGN here, guys, came out with a press release at what time? I believe this one was at 7:30 in the morning. So if we actually scroll on down here, traders, you can see ENGN. I really like this play a lot. And I believe, yeah, right here, 7:30 in the morning. So ENGN, 7:30. We know there's always news at 7:30. ENGN, 3-star press release. You guys can see ENGN. What does it say? It demonstrates that it improves, right? It improved its complete response rate. When you have a biopharmaceutical company coming out with a hot press release talking about their positivity on their drug results, you can imagine how the stock is going to go on a big rip and run. Has the word treatment, has the word demonstrates, talking about its biopharmaceutical. Stock again from 7:30, 7:35, 7:38, 7:40, didn't really do too much. And then it started exploding all the way on up by 8:15 in the morning. Sacrifice some sleep for profit. Because if you sacrifice sleep, you guys are going to be awakened. You guys are going to be all set, ready to go. Same exact thing, team. Take a look right here. ENGN coming on out right around 7:30 in the morning. Demonstrates improved complete response rate. You guys have all this information right in front of your face. There is no reason for people not to be successful in pre-market. There's no reason for you guys not to be almost done with your day before the stock market even opens on up. You guys have this equipment right in front of you. You guys can get this stuff. This is for every single trader to become better and better and better. Little heads on up, RAIN, 2-star press release, 33% gain. Just came on out, says it launches its installation with Colorado permit approval. So again, we do have RAIN, just says it's spiked up 20%. RAIN getting a little bit of hype right now at this moment. Just little heads on up. You guys might want to just kind of keep this on the back burner. Maybe this one is going to start getting a little bit of potential and a little bit of buying volume. RAIN now again starting to move up a little bit more. So it's always great to be able to have that sense of clarity where it's like we don't miss anything. It's always great to know that, hey, if a stock is spiking, we know the reason behind it. If a stock is spiking, we are seeing it first. So many traders are going to wait until maybe REN spikes 100% before they say, oh man, I wish I got in on that play. How many people, again, sit here every single morning or show up and say, man, I wish I bought Palantir at $10. Oh man, I wish I bought REN at $6. Oh, I wish I... Again, if you see these press releases the moment they come on out, you can be that guy. You can get in first. You can be able to make as much money as humanly possible, right? So that's what, again, I want every single trader to always be aware of so that you guys are becoming better and smarter and, again, growing. So RAN, we'll keep that one on the back burner right now at this moment. It's 918 in the market right now. We know QNRX is going to be one of our top dogs, but that one is starting to fall a little bit. We know ENGN is going to be a top dog, and RAIN just came out with a press release. So let's kind of focus with these top three at this moment, okay? Let's actually head on over here. There's the RAN press release. Let's head on over to Tuesday's watch list. Everything you need to know. I always read this section every single morning because it just gets me fully prepared. So what do we have here? It says blue chips. Investors yesterday were pleased with the Senate's approval on an agreement that could end the government shutdown. The three major indexes all surged in Monday's session, regaining ground after posting sizable losses last week. So guys, yesterday we saw an awesome bounce play. We saw an awesome bounce. We saw an awesome move. We saw an awesome climb on the S&P 500. That's how I was able to make $10,000 from swinging it from Friday into Monday. Now, what's happening here? Why are we seeing the S&P 500 move up? Why are people ecstatic? Why are people excited to be able to see a stock go on a spike and a move here? Well, because the government shutdown is slowly coming down to an end. The Senate has now passed the bill and says the House pass it and then we can bring it down to Trump. So there is a lot of excitement that the government shutdown is coming to an end. There's also a lot of excitement that, guess what? There's a 75% chance that we cut rates again in December, which would then signify we are going to have quantitative easing, QE. Now, what's quantitative easing? That's when the printing machines come on. That's when money starts flowing out. We're starting to have a lot of hype and a lot of excitement in the market at this moment. And a lot of people might say, okay, Dek, you know how? Because I know, again, there's fear, right? Let's think about this here for a second. Every time, let's just say this. If we have one red day in the stock market, the fear starts coming. People start saying, oh man, it's tariffs. Oh man, the government shutdown. Oh man, inflation's going to come back. Oh man, it's the AI bubble. It's a whole bunch of horse malarkey, guys. Every single time we have one or two red days, anytime we get a dip, everyone starts overreacting like a 17-year-old teenager. It's not that big of a deal. We have at this moment quantitative easing coming on up. We have at this moment 2 interest rate cuts that already happened and a third one coming up in December. We have at this moment the president saying, hey guys, we're going to be sending $2,000 out to every person. And now if that happens or not, we will see. We have at this moment the printing machines are coming back on up. We have at this moment that we have never in history ever fallen into a red year after cutting interest rates within 2% of record highs. When people are nervous about 2026, oh, are we going to fall into a recession? Guys, people are nervous every single year. People are nervous every single month. People are nervous every single day. Oh, we're going to fall, we're going to fall, we're going to fall. When in doubt, zoom out. One of the best advice I can give is just when you want to get involved in the stock market, buy into the stock market. Everyone switch over to a monthly chart. Notice what we have right here. The S&P 500, yes, we have dips, we have hiccups, we have, again, a bad day every now and then. But the S&P 500 really only has one option, and that's to go up. So yes, are we going to have maybe a month of fear? Yes. Could we have maybe 6 months of a drop? Sure. Traders, when you talk about bull and bear markets, on average, a bull market is going to last 3.5 years. On average, a bear market is going to last 6 months. So if you have a bear market, it's a gift. If you have a bear market, it is an absolute gift for you to be able to jump in and start DCAing, dollar cost averaging. But again, I take a look over on the S&P 500. I see this chart over the last 15 years. Traders, the biggest mistake you can make is saying, man, the market's really high, you know, at this moment. Let me go ahead and wait for a possible dip buy. It keeps going up higher and higher and higher and higher. People have been waiting for a dip buy since June. You haven't gotten it. So yes, will there be a time in the next year, 2, 3 years that we do get a pullback? 100%. Is the best dip buy opportunity always on the 50-month moving average? 100%. But at the same time here, traders, I think, again, this market is only getting started. I see the S&P 500 shooting up to 700 by the end of the year. I see us coming up towards around 711, 712 close. That's where I think. I think it's going to be like a 711, 712 close by, again, the end of 2025. And then 2026, we should be able to shoot on up towards around 740, 750 before, again, we start getting some sort of drop near, again, like we get some sort of drop maybe in the spring or summertime. So I'm extremely bullish at this moment still. Extremely bullish at this time. Seeing, again, the S&P 500 start squeezing, start spiking, start moving. Now, this is another very big thing I want you guys to understand. There has never been a year that hedge funds have been so wrong. Institutional trading, hedge fund traders, the stat is, I was listening to Tom Lee, who is a very experienced, very famous investor. He was stating that over 75% of institutions and hedge funds messed up this year. They're behind what they usually produce. Now, why is that? Because everyone thought that we were going to fall into a recession. Everyone thought that tariffs were going to drop us into recession. Everyone thought that inflation was going to come back. Everyone thought that the labor market was going to diminish. The thing is, guys, that none of that happened. So at this moment, we need institutions, hedge funds to either say to themselves, hey, the market's moving on up and we are going to have to just keep on doubling down and hope the market falls and really, again, upset our investors. Or we cut our losses and we know, again, November, December, January are very strong bullish months. Let's just, again, start piling money into the markets and start shooting this market on up even more, trying to recover and get ourselves back to equal, slightly below average, or maybe into the green. Think about this right now, team. We have over 75% of institutions that are underneath their yearly quotes, saying, hey, on average, we will be able to produce our investors a 10% return. But instead, they try to time the market. They said tariffs are happening. Trump is here. We're going to see fear. We're going to see dropping. We're going to have a trade wars with China. Not happening. None of it's happening. None of that happened. And that's why we're seeing so much wrong, so much mentality that is incorrect. And now guess what? Now these institutions have 2 months to make it right before they give their annual updates. They are going to start piling money into this market. I see the S&P 500 being extremely bullish from this point on. Not bearish at all. That's my opinion. So, that's where I'm at right here, team. Want to make sure that you guys understand it. Now, let's go over the hot movers. We got 5 minutes here, traders, at this market. Hot movers. As of 8:55 a.m. Eastern time, there are 2 stocks that the majority of traders have been focused on. QNRX. This stock came out with the press release talking about achievement of its targets of 2 priority delivery technologies. Guys, little heads on up. If you guys are watching right now, smash the thumbs on up. Smash the thumbs on up. Drop a comment in the chat room. Let me know you're here. Let's fire the people up. So, right now here, team, let's get back into it. We do have, again, QNRX did have a good, solid press release. Talks about with less than 1 million in float, buyers were rushing into this play. The stock spiked 75% this morning. This stock is going to have very violent swings. This stock is going to have very violent moves. This stock is going to be very hot. ENGN. ENGN did have positive drug results. Positive drug results is always a good thing. Once this stock breaks above $10, that's where we can expect to see a lot of action return. So right now, QNRX, ENGN are the top plays. You can see QNRX. Again, this one is going to be very violent. What I mean by that is, again, it's sub 1 million in float. It's 590K in float. We will see possibly halt right at the start of the day or dump on down to $10 right at the start of the day. It is going to be violent. ENGN is going to have to get above that $10 mark. If ENGN can get above $10, that one can start squeezing and spiking. Also, as you guys can see, RAIN, big time spike, big time dump. So really at the start here, team, yes, we did have RAN come on out here, right, above this. But what we can see is as of 8:55, QNRX, that's one of our top dogs. ENGN is one of our top dogs. We also know the S&P 500. I'm extremely bullish on the S&P 500 at this time. And then you do have a list of all the best news here today. So right now, team, 9:27 in the market. Let's just make sure we are fully aware of everything. Number 1, Monday's top gainers. Yesterday's number 1 top gainer on the day was GLTO. GLTO, unfortunately, is starting to come back on down at this time. GLTO is getting a little bit weaker. We might get a small dip buy and bounce play if interested on it, guys, somewhere right around $16. If you want to get that possible dip buy on GLTO, definitely get ready to get after it. GLTO could be a great play. Little side note, hot press release keywords. You guys can go ahead and check those on out. Earnings today. Beyond Meat. Reddit's Beyond Meat earnings. And Oklo. Sam Altman's nuclear SMR small modular reactors, a stock that I'm actually involved in. Not involved with, but I'm invested in. So OKLO, I'm excited to see where that happens. Here is, again, more information on the government shutdown. The Senate has passed the bill to the House. The House needs to now pass it to Trump. Once Trump passes it, the government can reopen. This is enthusiasm and hype going into the end of the year. That most likely will happen on Thursday. The House votes if they want to pass the bill tomorrow. The president would be signing it over on Thursday. Okay? BODI had earnings. What are the most talked about headlines? CoreWeave, that's again a NVIDIA stock. Google, South Korea delays Google. You guys can read into this a little bit more. VCIG was a hot stock this morning. Didn't have news, came out with news later on in the day. BTQ, not too much. Here's again a cool little list, guys. Monopoly stocks, basically stocks that just run an entire field. You guys can go ahead and check that on out over here. Elon Musk, his shares have now been awarded to him. So again, look at this, guys. Elon Musk is now the $1 trillion man. You know how there's $1 trillion companies? Elon Musk is going to be the first ever $1 trillion man. He was now awarded 423,743,904 stocks. Guys, imagine having 423 million stocks on a stock price. When you guys take a look at Tesla of what, $400? You know, that is absolutely insane. Tesla's $439. Elon Musk just got awarded 423 million shares. Guys, that's insane. Oklo. Again, Oklo does have a nice approval. There was also a very good approval. Oh, with NBIS. Guys, NBIS, this is one of the best investment stocks of 2025 so far. And NBIS did just come out with a deal with Meta. So, for anyone who has not checked this on out, NBIS right now, good earnings. NBIS, billion-dollar deal with Meta. NBIS, already one of the best investments of 2025. NBIS 2025 so far, the stock has gone from the price of $25 upwards of $140. It is one of the best plays. It's one of the biggest gainers. And now having a deal with Meta after coming out with positive earnings, NBIS is a good stock that you guys might want to be focused on and looking at. So, just want to make sure everyone is all good. We have the rain right there, QNRX, SRDX, ENGN. Dek, what about SRDX? SRDX, just a little heads up for you guys, got acquired. So it's just moving sideways. You do not need SRDX in any sort of way. All eyes at the bell are going to be over on QNRX. Okay? So traders, like, that's how I like to prepare every single morning. That's how I like to prepare every single day. Again, I'm here, I'm awake, I'm going through Foxrunner, I'm watching, I'm staying aware of every single one of these moves, making sure, again, we're putting ourselves in the best positions possible. Guys, QNRX right here. Let's see. It's going to have some strong resistance as it comes up near around $15. Let's just see how much are shares to short. If I want to go ahead and short shares, QNRX, Dek, how many shares would you want? Let's just go with 1,000. 1,000 shares could be good. Locate 1,000 shares. Locate lowest. Click cancel. These are going to cost me $100, $99. That means I need 10 cents to make back my fee. I think that's definitely worth it. Let's wait for a little bit of a pop, though. Let's just wait, because I would like to short this as close as I can to like 1450. So just a little heads up for every single trader at this moment. I hope you guys understand at least what I'm looking at. When I'm taking a look over on QNRX, I do want QNRX to be a great shorting opportunity, but I would like to see a little pop up near 14 bucks, right? Why is that? Well, I have upper shadow 1480, 1598, 1537. Here's 1440, here's 1440, here's 1430, here's 1460, here's $15, here's 1490. If you can get a short position somewhere in the 14s, it is the best opportunity for us. So yes, you can jump in right now saying, Dek, it's starting to dump, I'm going to jump in now. No harm in that. But I would just say it's always better to short near a top. It's always better to dip by near a low. If you can get a possible short in the 14s, that would be a great starting opportunity to really be able to make some money and be able to make some cash. If you guys take a look over on MSPR right here. MSPR, this stock I did not see have any sort of news, but this one definitely has potential for you guys to be able to be all set, ready to rock and roll here. So MSPR. I also saw Rocket Lab came out with earnings last night. Unfortunately, right now, Rocket Lab's not doing too much at this moment. So again, Rocket Lab not doing too much. Still, again, I like Rocket Lab a lot. Guys, what was the one stock that I told you to keep your eyes peeled on? Does anyone remember? The one stock that I said to keep your eyes peeled on as well is going to be EcoStar, SATS. EcoStar, traders. This is a play that definitely has a lot of potential. Now, I am not going to jump in on EcoStar until the low 60s. It's actually kind of scaring me a little bit. And I'm going to say this right now. I don't like how EcoStar is kind of having this big gap up and then forming this little downtrend, 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 downtrend. It kind of looks like it's getting ready for like one of those big random sell-offs. But what I will say, which is so great about EcoStar, is it's the only stock in the world that has any sort of what we call proxy. Now, what we mean proxy is that it has ownership in Starlink. Starlink is one of the most profitable, game-changing stocks in all the world. Like, it is a profiting machine. Tesla, Elon Musk, Starlink, they built it, they sent it on up, and now all it is a non-stop ATM machine. That's it. EchoStar right here has, again, ownership in that. So Starlink said, hey, we are going to give EchoStar 2%. 2% of Starlink. So the thing is, everyone wants to get involved in Starlink. Everyone wants to get involved in SpaceX. Everyone wants to be able to get involved in these type of moves. But the thing is, traders, what we do have is SpaceX strikes $17 billion deal with EcoStar. So that's why this play has gone from $30 up to $80 because, finally there's a way to invest into Starlink that people like and people are excited about. So you could see if you guys go back to like a very large time frame, take a look. I mean, this was all the way, we were sitting at, $53, $58. Back in 2023, it was a $10 stock back in 2023. But now it's the only way to invest in Starlink, and now everyone's flooding in on this play. If you could ever get somewhere in the low 60s, I like it a lot. So again, it's a proxy for Starlink.
Oh God, he's coming back. Get out of here.
One Stop Prop says, heads up, everyone. Buy one, get one free is now live for Veterans Day. So if anyone is signing on up for, again, a prop firm account, you guys can do so over on One Stop Prop, which means, again, you are basically going to be getting 2 chances to be funded. So you would be, hey, Dek, I want to be able to get a $10,000 account. Okay, you pay the $99 fee, but you get 2 chances. So instead of you paying $200, you are, again, only paying 1, and you're going to have 2 chances to be successful. That's for the 25, the 50K, the 100K, the 200K account, whatever, again, you're willing to go ahead and try to get after. So for myself, I do the $100,000 account. That's what I have over on One Stop Prop. I am successful. I passed it. And again, right now, my account is sitting at $109,000. Now, again, that's a 90-10 split. So again, I do get right now like $8,000 out of that if I, again, deposit or took out my money. But I want to run this up. I want to get after it here. So let's try to find the next big spike. Let's try to find the next big rip and run. QNRX, we're still watching to see if this one's going to squeeze. Remember, GLTO was the hot stock of yesterday. GLTO is that hot mover, the hot spiker of yesterday, the one that definitely has a lot of potential, a lot of ripping, a lot of running. So maybe GLTO is going to get a bounce play here very soon. Now, everyone just go like this. Go back into like a 5-minute time frame. You can see GLTO, bounce play off $16, bounce play off $16.50, bounce play off $16.40, bounce play off $15.50, bounce play off $16, bounce play off $15.80. You could see very nice bounce play opportunities off of these areas. So again, keep watching, keep your eyes peeled for a bounce play with an average around $16 over on GLTO. So if you guys are still interested on that play, that's the one that has the best potential. QNRX, we definitely want to see if this one is still going to be able to squeeze and spike and rip and run. That is going to be absolutely amazing. We want to make sure that we're all good there. Yesterday was great with GLTO, was able to make some big money. I'm hoping, again, guys, take a look, QNRX. QNRX is trying to make something happen here. Guys, who here thinks QNRX is about to squeeze and randomly get halted on the upside at like 1428? I can 100% imagine that happening here. Couldn't you guys? Right now, we do have QNRX trying to build itself on up. We're at 1330 at this moment. Can we go after this play? Look for a short. Now, again, what have I said before in the past? I have said that QNRX, this is one of those plays that if it does squeeze, it could take on off. But we have the overall average right around like 1435 resistance. 1435 is the overall average. Sure, we went a little higher. We've gone a little bit lower. Anywhere above $14 for shorts is great. If we start breaking $14.30, or $15, this one can squeeze. So you just have to be careful. You have to use your head. You cannot, hold and hope. Okay? So we do want to stay ready for that. Dek, what's that scanner you were using this morning? That is a Fox Runner here. So again, that's how I get all my news every single day. Now, I also, a little side note, guys, I saw this. They are coming on out here, which is going to be absolutely game-changing. I truly do believe that this is going to make every single life of every single trader easier. Take a look at this. It says mobile app development. Mobile app final testing. Guys, we are very excited to announce that we are coming down to the final stretch of the mobile app development. Our goal is to go the extra mile for you by giving you the best alerts in real time. We will be the first application in the world to send you real-time alerts on all news and filings to a mobile device. So you will be able to pick certain keywords to have, again, push alerts for. You will be able to get all news alerts. So all of these news alerts right here that, again, Fox Runner finds worthy, they will be able to send to you. And then on top of that, they have a watch list of specific stocks that you choose. So if there's a certain keyword, it'll be pushed to your phone. If there's a news alert on Fox Runner, it'll be pushed to your phone. And if you want specific stocks to get alerted on, it will be pushed to your phone. Imagine how easy your trading will become with the power of Fox Runner. This will be game-changing for investors. So basically, again, imagine you are just sitting here on your phone, and all of a sudden, boop, partnership press release comes on out. Boop, significant comes on out. Boop, whatever. So again, these are some examples that, came on out, and these are actually from today. I was looking to see if these are legit. These are actually from today. So that's absolutely great. And again, you will be able to have Fox Runner right on your phone, right there, so that you guys are all set, ready to go. So that's going to be really, really awesome. I know, again, they said that's coming out soon. The thing is, guys, I don't think there is any other company in the world. I don't think they're lying with that, saying that they are going to be the first to have news come straight to your phone. So imagine, again, laying in bed, and all of a sudden you see, oh, wow, NVIDIA just came out with a partnership with whatever. Imagine getting a notification. Oh, wow, we have an agreement. Oh, Fox Runner push alert. Oh, hey, we just had XYZ come out with a positive phase 3. You get it all on your phone? Guys, stock trading is going to be so simple. It will literally be the easiest thing ever because we just get it immediately pushed to our phones. So imagine that. Basically, again, what I see Fox Runner turning into, and this is, again, what I'm turning into. I can't speak for them, but I see them like turning into like the Robin Hood of, news, Robin Hood of pre-market scanning, Robin Hood of alerts. So shout out to them. Shout out to them. Shout out to the chat. W's in the chat. And if you guys would like, go ahead, get yourself a free 7-day pass over on Fox Runner. You guys can also type in the word Foxy for, again, 30% off of your subscription. So you guys are all good. Check that on out, ready to rock and roll. I'm excited for that mobile app. I'm excited for a lot of things coming on up there. Not out yet, but I'll keep you guys updated. Let's see what we have at this moment. Staying alert, staying ready. W's in the shot. Guys, QNRX right now trying to get that possibility of that pop. Now, the thing is, QNRX coming up towards $14 at this moment. There are no other plays at this time that we are seeing go on big time breakouts. That could definitely help QNRX start getting a little bit of a squeeze and a little bit of a move here. So, if anything, do small, like 100 share orders. That's it. Small 100 share orders at a time. QNRX came up to $14, getting a little bit of weakness. Can QNRX here, traders, get a little bit of that pop? Can QNRX get a little bit of that move? Is QNRX going to try to get that attempted squeeze and breakout, or is it going to fall right back underneath again the VWAP? So right now, I'm just watching. I am not involved on anything at this moment. I am looking for a possible short if QNRX cannot hold the VWAP, if QNRX start getting weaker here. So QNRX, guys, starting to drop here a little bit more. Uh-oh. Guys, what's the VWAP now? VWAP is 1325. I don't know if we're going to get back up to 1325. So again, I'm thinking the VWAP might hold. I might look for shorts now right underneath the VWAP. Saying, hey, you know what? VWAP again just cracked. Stock's looking even weaker. I think I'm going to start maybe loading up a little bit. If it comes back up towards that VWAP area, giving myself a chance for success. seeing that the stock is going to get weaker, start dropping on down, start fading, start getting ugly. Guys, so a little heads on up. I just got filled on my first short, okay? I am doing some shorts right now over on QNRX. I'm letting every single person be aware of that. So right now at this moment, I am getting my first short in 300 shares at this time. Now, Dek, why are you getting 300 shares? Well, this is what my thought process is, okay? Everyone take a look here. QNRX, we have seen spike, dump, spike, dump, spike, dump, spike, dump, spike, dump, spike, dump. Every time we have come up near around $14, we have seen a spike and a dump. Now, we just had an attempted spike this morning, attempted spike right here to break through 14 bucks. Now, the issue is we are not breaking 14 bucks, and on top of that, we're also building lower highs. That's showing weakness. That's showing every time it has strength, it's less strength than last time. Does that make sense? So again, I didn't try to short it at $14 because I just didn't know if it was going to squeeze or not. So instead, we hit $14, we got rejected, and we fell back underneath the VWAP. So what I'm trying to collectively do is have an average right around that VWAP area. If that means some entries at the 1290s, some entries at the 1310s, some entries at the 1315s. And again, going to say, all right, hey, can we stay underneath that VWAP area? Can we, again, at least stay underneath like 1340 and then basically go from there? So again, right now at this moment, traders, as you guys can see, I do have my entry in on this play with, again, right around 1295 as my short. And I want to see if this thing is going to just start fading and falling, maybe crash on down towards around $12 and just watch and wait to see, all right, hey, can we have a smart trade here? Can we, again, wait for a little bit of a better opportunity where this thing fades and falls and drops? So QNRX, we have a little bit of lower highs. We got rejected off $14 multiple times, and we fell back underneath the VWAP. I'm just looking to see if we're going to slowly fade at this point and maybe just get that sell-off back down to $12. Maybe try to take like a $400 profit in. If we can get a nice little red candle and crack back on down towards 12 bucks, maybe fall back down towards 1190 after, again, some weakness. Now, Dek, do you see anything that could help it stay on up? The only thing I see that could help it slightly is maybe this little higher low, if we want to connect those dots. And again, I always like playing both sides of it, right? Play both sides of it. We do have a little bit of higher low. That's where I would say would be our main support line. If we start cracking underneath this, guys, here we go, up 300. Oh boy, we almost had it there for a second. Can we possibly crack $12? Dek, where would be a great place to lock in profits if we could see like 1210 to 1180? I think that could be a great area. Now, what can you guys notice right now? We are getting a little bit of a bounce off this mark. So a little bit of a bounce off that mark. Let's again put this maybe in one big wedge pattern at this moment. We are sitting with about a $93 profit. Had a little bit of a drop, and then again a little pop right back on up. So we were close there. It was a right idea at that moment to see if we were going to get that possibility of that sell-off. But again, we will continue to keep our eyes peeled. What we really want to see is the bids, fall back underneath that, 1220 mark, crack to 1190, crack to 1180. And it's going to take some time, most likely, if we're going to get it. And again, the reason why I say that is because we basically want traders to lose interest on QNRX. QNRX, stock that was up 75% this morning. QNRX, stock that had great potential to squeeze and break through $14. QNRX, the stock that everyone was watching, but now, unfortunately, it's starting to fade. Unfortunately, building lower highs. Unfortunately, hasn't done anything yet this morning. Unfortunately, I'm losing interest on this play. Unfortunately, let me go look somewhere else. That's the mindset I want right now for traders to start giving up on this one. And we start seeing, there we go. There's the dump, $500. Guys, let's take our profits. $525 profit just like that. So that's exactly what I'm talking about. I want to see the loss of interest, the boredom on the play. I profit off of traders' boredom. I profit off of traders saying to themselves, oh, this is no longer a good play. I profit off their weakness. I profit off their pain. I profit off them crying. Their tears of profit from me. So, traders, nice little $525 profit right there. Want to take those gains, want to take that money. Good job shorting for every single person that jumped in on that play with me. And good little trade there. That's what we want. So a little heads on up. Here's my P&L. QNRX shorted 1285, 1289, 1296, 1299, $13, $13.04. Gave me the entry right around 1299. And again, we got out at 1208. Hey, nice work, everyone. That's a quick little $525. And how long, guys? We got our first entry at 9:42, got out at 9:46. That's 4 minutes of work right there. 4 minutes of work with a nice 525. Can we get some W's in the shot, baby? So, great work for everyone. Congratulations. Nice work on that short right there. All right. I like it. I like it. People are talking about people. Feels good to just come alive a little bit. Getting some, you know, it's such a good feeling when your game plan works exactly as you want. It's such a good feeling when, again, everything just comes together perfectly. You know what I mean? Such a good feeling. Everything just comes together perfectly. Take a look at QNRX right now. Take a look at QNRX at this moment. So you guys can see at this moment, we do have a nice little fade, nice little drop, and this weakness as we have seen. And it's just trying to put the pieces together. You know what I mean? Put the pieces of the puzzle together. Alpha Option says, Dek, have you ever done a study or a feel for the time of day that the dump after the hype would you seem to occur right, you know, it is in? So basically, you know, the thing is, there's no kind of guaranteed time that like a sell-off is about to happen. But I would say it's, you know, usually right around that 10 o'clock mark. That's usually what it is. It's a lot of times traders will give the number 1, number 2 top gainer 30 minutes or so to be able to make its move. And if we get rejected, if we're building lower lows, if we're not, again, holding VWAPs, then a lot of traders say, you know what, I'm going to move on and look for another play. That's just what, you know, people do. Guys, nice little fade over on QNRX right there. So right now, traders, we are again fading, falling, dropping. So we want to be watching. Dek, do you still use the trading journal? Again, I dabble with it. I really do. My favorite trading journal at this time, though, to be honest with you, is these streams. Traders, for anyone who has been in chat, for anyone who watches me over on YouTube, right? I had someone, again, called me out yesterday. Someone called me out over on X yesterday, and they said, this guy only posts his wins. And I can truthfully say, if you think that I only post my wins, that you have never watched the chat. Now, I take that as a compliment. The reason why is, again, if you're saying, hey, this guy's winning so much, he only posts his wins, that's fantastic. But the thing is, team, I live stream every single trade. It's impossible for me to hide losses. I literally live it to the public every single day. Every day I'm live. Every day the public can watch my stream. Every day you guys can say to yourself, oh yeah, Dek won today, Dek lost today. You have seen me lose, probably collectively over the last few years, hundreds and thousands of dollars. But you also have seen me win big money. So it's not like, again, it's impossible for me to hide a win. It's impossible for me to hide a loss. I literally do it every single day. Now, sure, if I just never streamed and I says, hey guys, made $1 million today, sure, that looks bad. But for me to make, again, $525 live in real time in front of you, and obviously I could lose at the same time, sure. But people get upset that I don't post every single loss. I post every single loss. It's just I win more than I lose. So again, thank you for the compliment. Right now, take a look. QNRX. Guys, QNRX is dumping. Congrats to everyone shorting that play right now. Congrats to everyone making that money. Congrats to everyone getting after it right here. So right now, team, no reason to put yourself in any sort of bad position at all. Right now, great little start to this day. Let's see if we can find something else moving. Let's turn it up here, baby. That's 1 for 1 on the day. 1 for 1 on the day. Is there anything else going crazy? Right now, again, some of the best moves. QNRX, ENGN. What's this one? PUBM. But what do we notice here, guys? The number 1 top gainer with news, QNRX, is only up 41%. That's not really that big. You know? What about, again, like over here? MSPR, stock doesn't have any sort of news. SRDX, again, that stock got acquired. QNRX, ENGN. How's ENGN doing? So, again, SRDX, little heads on up just to kind of prove to you. SRDX got acquired, so it's just going to move sideways all day. SRDX, unfortunately, is not going to do anything. That is not worth your time in any sort of way. QNRX is the stock, of course, that we've been trading this entire time. QNRX is starting to fade and dump. That's the one we just shorted. Absolutely nailed it. And then we did have ENGN right here. You know, ENGN, that's the other stock that a lot of traders are focusing on. We want to see if that one's going to start getting some ripping and running. I would say let's maybe look at GLTO. GLTO traders, anyone expecting maybe a little bit of a dip buy and bounce? Because to be frank with you, we don't have anything on these plays today. All the hot news, all the big rippers and runners, all the big spikers, all the news alerts plays right here. You know, there's nothing too crazy, nothing too wild over on these plays. Right now, we are absolutely fine and kind of, you know, sitting back, waiting and watching. If anything, we can look for some small entries over on GLTO here. GLTO should be getting a dip buy in the low $15. So if we got a small dip buy, maybe 15 back up to 16, that could be a nice little opportunity. I wouldn't go too big, probably 1,000 shares or less, but we could definitely get, you know, if this thing starts going down to 15, 20 or so, a little bit of a dip and bounce. And again, that might be a slow trade or a small trade, but again, that should be able to make you some decent money if you guys get GLTO underneath like 1525, 1530. That's it. And all I'm doing over here is just saying to myself, hey, come back on down. We should get a dip buy and bounce as it did right here. Dip buy and bounce and then shot its way back on up towards kind of like $18. So I would like to see maybe GLTO gets a quick little crack, be able to bounce its way back on up, make a little bit of money, make a little bit of gains. So let's watch this level 2. See if the level 2 could be able to crack it on down towards again like that low $15 area. Right now, team sitting $525 profit. GLTO possible dip buy could be coming on up here next. That's what we're definitely going to be wanting to be focused on and looking at to see if GLTO can possibly get us our dip. But, you know, as I was saying before here, team, and I just kind of want to recap that one more time. You know, at this moment, okay, and this is just so important to me that every single person truly understands is at this moment, the S&P 500, I am not bearish in any sort of way. I see the S&P 500 closing up above 700 before the end of the year. I see the S&P 500 getting up to 740, 750 before we get our next big turnaround and pullback. People get too concerned with fake stories. Oh, we're in the AI bubble. Oh, hey, we have inflation coming on up. Oh, hey, we have tariff fear. Guys, none of that stuff has actually dropped the market here. Yes, when tariffs were first announced back in April, we did see a pullback. And guess what? We saw institutions, we saw firms dumping money saying, hey, we are going to go on the short side. We are going to buy bonds. We are going to see the market go into recessions. None of that happened. The complete opposite happened. The S&P 500 for nearly the third year in a row is most likely going to be closing near a 20% gain. We had over 20% in 2023, over 20% in 2024, and right now we are on track for the S&P 500 to go over 20% in 2025. So the big issue is, at this moment here, team, take a look. Let's go year to date. Year to date, the S&P 500 is up 16.4%. There are too many people at this time that are sitting on the sidelines that say, Dek, I haven't put in money yet into the market. I didn't put money in on 2023 because I thought we were up 20%. We weren't going to hold that. And I didn't put money in on 2024 because, again, the market was up even higher and I didn't want to buy in. And I didn't buy money in 2025. And you're just missing out on gains. You're missing out on gains. You have to be able to just put your money into the markets. Remember, it depends on how long you're holding. For me and my retirement fund, guys, I can't even touch till I'm 60 years old. When I get my money for the retirement fund, throw it in. Guys, I'll be buying at 680 on my retirement fund. I'll be buying at 700 for my retirement fund. I'll be buying at 750 for my retirement fund because I can tell you in 30 years it's going to be higher than where it is right now. So what does it matter? Right? The thing is, if we are going on the best way to trade is to put it in, lock it in, let it go. The United States will not ever lose. We don't lose. We are the richest. We are the most profitable. We are the most business savvy, economical country in the world. Over time, the S&P 500 will win. Nvidia, Tesla, Apple, Google, Meta, Amazon. That's what makes up the S&P 500. They will consistently win forever. So and if they don't, we boot them out and a new company comes into the S&P 500. The best way to trade to guarantee wins is going to be put your money into the market, don't touch it, DCA, go ahead and get a dip buy, and go ahead and be able to move on up. But as I said, this market is going to be extremely bullish. I was listening to Tom Lee on CNBC yesterday, so this is not my quotes, these are Tom Lee quotes. Tom Lee stated that 75% of Wall Street institutions and hedge funds are underneath their annual returns, excuse me. You might say, hey, if you, it goes to a billionaire. Hey, if you guys invest your money with us, we will be able to give you a 12% return per year, a 15% return per year, a 20% return per year, whatever they promise. The majority of them thought we were going to fall into a recession this year. They are underneath their annual return. So again, they can either keep hammering money down on a recession, or they say, we got 2 months. Let's put all the money on the long side. Let's put all our money on the way that we should have gone to, and let's actually, again, profit. The amount of institutional money that's coming into the market right now for the last 2 months is going to be insane because everyone's got to try to hit their annual rates, or it looks really bad for their firms. It looks very bad for their institutions. So the thing is, traders, we should be seeing extremely bullishness in this market over again the next 2 months. I don't see the market slowing down at all. So yes, I understand you watch that random YouTube video talking about inflation. You watch that random YouTube video talking about housing prices. You watch that again random YouTube video talking about tariffs. You watch that random YouTube video talking about private equity. You see Michael Burry again going on shorts. We see again the AI bubble. It's not happening. It's not. We got another 1 to 2, 3 years, I think, before even we get another big drop. Yes, there will always be dips. Yes, there will always be cracks, but we recover every time. Guys, here's the GLTO possible dip, buy, and bounce. Anyone liking this one? Traders, little heads on up. GLTO, Dek, I want to look for that bounce play. You have a bounce here, you have a bounce here, and you do have the potential bounce right here. Is anyone liking the dip buy, dip buy, dip buy, dip buy, GLTO, dip buy? If you like it, $15.10, $15, $14.90. It does have a little bit of lower volume, but there is a good chance that you guys do see some green candles coming up in the future. Little heads up. Please understand, it is a loser right now. Please understand, the stock is low in volume, but if some buying volume can move on in, we can easily go from $15 back up to like $16.25. You can definitely make about $1.50. You have, let's say, 100 shares, that's $150. You have 1,000 shares, that's $1,500 you can make right there. There should be a green candle that forms next out of this play, and that's just by looking at past chart history pattern. Okay? Take a look right now. Team, this is what I want you guys to understand about stock trading. This is what I want you guys to understand about the stock market right here. One of the biggest things people always ask me, they always say, hey, Dek, is stock trading gambling? Are you just a gambler in the market? And yes, I will tell you straight up, if I wanted to, I can close my eyes and I can pick stock XYZ. Is it going to go up or down? I don't know. Buy or short, call or puts. That's gambling. But there is going to be advantages you can have that allows you to be able to make money in the stock market consistently. Let's imagine this. Let's imagine if you were playing blackjack and all of a sudden we want to be able to get a king and a queen or a jack and an ace. We want a high card. And we notice that all the little cards are out. We just saw a ton of little cards come. What are going to be the odds that we are going to have a bigger card? Well, it's going to be slightly higher now, right? If we just have one deck, let's say we have one deck and we have 12 cards in a row that are 9 or under. What are the odds that the next few cards are going to be big? Well, now the odds are going to be in our favor. So I can put more money down because the odds of, again, a big card I'm getting is going to be higher because the little cards are out. Now, it's the same exact thing in stock trading. In stock trading, sure, I could put money down whenever and hope for the best. Or I could say to myself, you know what? GLTO had a perfect dip buy and bounce play at the price of $15. Why don't I put big money down at the price of $15 expecting that the stock is going to move on up? Why don't I put money down in the future right here at the bounce of $15? Now again, look at that. I was able to just predict a green candle. When I take a look over on QNRX here today, what was I saying? QNRX, we came up to the purple uptrend, we got rejected. Came on up, got rejected. Came on up, got rejected. Came on up, got rejected. QNRX here, team. Guess what happened? We came on up towards this downtrend right here. Downtrend. We hit this area. We started fading and falling. Once we cracked underneath the VWAP, I saw, hey, we got rejected. We're fading and falling. The number one top gainer is losing hype, and the stock fell apart. I, again, used the odds. I used the odd method to be able to say, if we hit, we drop. We hit, we drop. We hit. Now we're starting to drop. Let me go ahead and try to profit off of this. Now I'm thinking to myself, hey, it's like if 15 small cards just came out of the deck. I could put big money down. I'm probably going to get big cards. I can go against QNRX right now because the odds are the stock is going to fade and fall the way on off. That's how I just made $525. So when you're thinking about, is stock trading a gamble? Sure, you can make it a gamble at any moment. Is there ever 100% success rate? No, not at all. But can you trade where you have the odds in your favor and instead of a 50-50, it's a 70-30 or an 80-20 or a 90-10? Absolutely. Guys, let's go back over to GLTO. Didn't we predict that a green candle was most likely going to start forming at the bounce of this blue line because we were taking a look over on the past and saying to ourselves, hey, you know what? When we take a look on the past, GLTO bounced here and bounced here. This blue line most likely will be the best chance of the odds in our favor to bounce again. Think about it. Yes, stick with the gambling mindset. I don't mind that. As long as, again, you go in as the pro, as you go in as the house, as you aren't sitting down and playing 50-50s, you're sitting down and playing 80-20s. You have the cheat code. You have the imaginary glasses that can see through cards. You are, again, the person with that device in your pocket getting little buzzards every single time, again, you should hit or stay. You got the cheat code here. And that's why, again, stock trading, I don't ever gamble anymore in any sort of way. Guys, when I was 21, 22 years old, I was like, oh, this is so much fun. Oh, you press a button and, again, you lose your money. I get it. When you're 20 years old and whatnot, it's fun. It's exciting. Guys, I don't remember the last time I went to a casino because they're for suckers. They're for losers. I'm not there to play 50-50s. So the thing is, GLTO right here, take a look. The odds are in our favor. We, again, just had 25 small cards just came on out. What do you think is going to happen? We are going to have big cards come on out. Deck, how are you so smart? How are you so good looking? How, again, are you seeing GLTO bounce on up here? It's because the odds that the stock is going to move on up. That's all. So right now here, team, want to make sure that you guys are all good. Arnold says, Deck used to have an intern named Claire, but she quit because every day he made her count all of his money while she didn't even make minimum wage. It was a very sad story. He used that waiter loophole price. Shame on him. I will tell you right now. Again, Claire still works for me. But the thing is, I moved her office all the way to the other side of the room. I don't want to stare at her. I don't want to look at her. I don't even want to imagine that she does still work for me. She barely does anything. I pay her, again, $3 a day. No benefits. She came in the other day, said, hey, I know, again, I don't get paid much here. I don't get, anything. You're always mean to me. Can you give me dental? That's what she asked for. Can you give me dental? I said, please turn around. Get out of here. She's back over there, probably playing solitaire, doing something. Doesn't do anything. Benefits. Benefits, they say. Right now, team, GLTO, congrats if you guys got a little bit of that dip buy and that bounce right there at that moment. MSPR, LPSN, AFGK, DTCK. A little bit of a spike and move on up over on DTCK. Let's see if there's anything that we are missing at this moment here, traders. Tonight's going to be a good earnings, guys. Little heads on up, as I stated. NBIS came out with a very good press release here over on NBIS. Little side note, team. If you guys go back to yesterday, there was an image right here. Right here, guys. Best performing stocks in the S&P 500 so far year to date. And then we also do have best performing stocks in the S&P 500 over the last 5, 10, 15, and 20 years. And you also have the worst performing stocks so far in the S&P 500. So if you guys, again, haven't seen this, take a second, take a screenshot of this or take a picture of it on your phone. Best performing stocks. You guys can go over to yesterday on the calendar over on Fox Runner. Click again November 10th. Over on, again, the news alert section, and you guys will be all set, ready to go. But these are some of the best plays. WDC, Hood, STX, MU, Palantir. That's, again, one of our babies right there. Palantir I've been in on since around $80. So I've been holding that one for a long time. Now, this one is where you guys can really study. This one, if you guys want to take your trading to the next level, this is where you guys are going to want to start cross-referencing a lot of things. So it says the best performing stocks in the S&P 500 over the last 5, 10, 15, and 20 years. Over the last 5 years, NVIDIA has been the #2 best performer. Over the last 10 years, NVIDIA has been the #1 best performer. Over the last 15 years, NVIDIA has been the #1 best performer. Over the last 20 years, NVIDIA has been the #1 best performer. So is there maybe a stock within the last 5 years that's going to start taking over maybe that NVIDIA crown? Could it be Palantir? Because Palantir, guys, could this be, again, maybe a play that's going to start taking on over in the near future? Could VST start taking on over? I will tell every single person right now, I have NVIDIA in my retirement account. I have Palantir in my retirement account. I have VST in my retirement account. These are all stocks, as you guys know, as I've said multiple times, that I bought in back in April. April 7th, that's when I jumped in on all these plays. April 7th, we bought in on VST at around $70. It's at $190 right now, right? VST right here, we jumped in on this play right around $99. It's at $184 right now, right? So we have, again, Palantir, VST, NVIDIA. NVIDIA, we jumped in on this one right around 100. It's at 193. So, again, we're making some great fun, some great money, some great moves. Yeah, I can, there you go. Dek, can you move your square out of the way? You're blocking things. Hey, Dek, can you get the fuck out of the way? You're just getting in the way of everything. Hey, asshole, get out of the way. Hey, move your fat ass. So you guys are all set, ready to rock and roll, all good. And again, as I said, guys, you guys can get this thing. Fox Runner is free. They do have a free version, little heads on up. Now, again, premium version, you guys don't get keywords or anything like that. But you guys can all go download Fox Runner. It's literally free if you guys do not know. So just a heads on up. The voice alerts, the AI voice alerts are, again, premium. So, again, to put on voice alerts is premium. And also to be able to add keywords is premium. But you guys do get news alerts. You guys do get also Well, you only get 3 news alerts a day. And then you guys also do get all of the news, though. So it's still, again, worth it for free version. Hey, Deck, why ENGN is going crazy? ENGN had a great press release this morning. Ooh, ENGN, guys. We're back, baby. ENGN. Let's go back over to today. Remember, ENGN. This was one of the best press releases here today, guys. Remember, 3-star press release. ENGN demonstrates that it has completed its response rate of 62% at 6 months. We can go, of course, taking a look at today. One of the best plays of today. Let's go over to today, the 11th. And again, we know that ENGN, this was one of the top stocks, right? As of 8:55, there are 2 stocks the majority of traders are focused on. ENGN. Once this stock breaks $10, expect volume to return. So ENGN, guys, all eyes, all focus, all action is over on this bad boy right here and right now. So ENGN is live. ENGN is the play that everyone's looking at. Now, again, when you guys take a look at ENGN, we do have strong resistance. Strong resistance right around 1050. Heads on up for every single person. 1050, that's going to be a tough love area. ENGN, 1,000 shares. Inquire, short side, locate. $2.40. It costs $2.40 to short ENGN. Let's see. ENGN, 1,000 shares located, costs $2.40 for me. I am not in on the short side just yet because it looks like it's too hot. Right now, guys, ENGN's going crazy. ENGN's going crazy at this moment. So this one might be getting halted here in a second. ENGN. So right now here, team, we want to make sure you guys are all ready to go. And let's see if this thing is going to stay above that 1050 mark, if it's going to crash underneath 1050. Again, I am not in on this play just yet, but I am watching this one closely at this moment. I just don't want to put myself in a position that I could lose. I don't want to put myself in a position that's only going to hurt me. I don't want to throw away my money. At any moment, I know ENGN could easily start squeezing, start ripping, and start running, start spiking its way back on up. Do have, again, those pre-market highs. Pre-market highs up towards around that $11 mark. Deck, if you're going to short it, where's a great area to short? You know, right next to those pre-market highs. If this stock again starts spiking its way back on up. Right now, underneath 1050 shows weakness. Don't want to short yet. A little too quick, a little too early. This one could easily get buying volume. Start squeezing and start spiking its way here. What do you guys think? Do you think ENGN is going to be able to get that squeeze? Still underneath that 1050 mark, traders. If this thing can't stay above 1050, it's just going to turn just like QNRX. I'll tell you that right now. If this thing can't get above and stay above 1050, it is just going to be a QNRX replica. So, I mean, if we want to, we can start doing maybe small shares. See if this one is going to start dropping and start getting weakness. If it does get that little pop, as we know, we could go 1030. It'd be like a, 1030-ish entry, short 100 shares. 1035 entry, short 100 shares. You can already see it's starting to get a little bit weaker. 1039 entry. Again, this only cost me $2. Remember, these shares only cost me $2. So it's not like there's a lot of shares, or if I don't get filled, it's not the biggest deal in the world. Right now, unfortunately, I had a spike. Just give a whole lot on back. 1037 is going to be the next strong resistance line. Top resistance, top resistance, top resistance, top resistance. We are seeing, again, some weakness at this moment over on ENGN. Long upper shadow. I want to see if I can get a short. Again, I'm going to look for shorts, guys. Little heads on up on my next trade if we can pop back on up towards this red line. So I just want to make myself clear. Next opportunity for me to go ahead and pull the trigger over on this play would be if ENGN comes up to this red line right here. This is going to be right around the 1035 area. Now, why would I try to get an average right around 1035? It's because we do have upper shadow 1050, upper shadow 1030, upper shadow 1040, upper shadow 1020, upper shadow 1090, upper shadow 1030, upper candle 1030, upper shadow $11. I would basically be saying to myself, I do believe that the overall average is going to be somewhere between 1035 to 1050-ish. That's the overall average. If I can get a short at this major resistance area, I know I'm at least on the right track of saying, all right, hey, this stock definitely has the potential to be able to hit this area, turn and drop, hit this area, start getting some fading. Let's see here, guys. See if we do get a little bit of pop and squeeze. The ultimate move would be, again, try to pop itself on up and, maybe get an entry right underneath that 1050 area. So I would only do 100 share increments. I like doing 100 share increments because, again, it just kind of slides right in. There's no, again, manipulation. It's not like it's a large order in any sort of way. It's a very small order that kind of just gets eaten right on up with the normal volume. I don't like doing like big, large orders that I feel like is having any sort of manipulation or change of the stock. I like doing small orders and, again, just dollar cost averaging. And dollar cost averaging isn't just on the upside. Dollar cost averaging, is not just on the downside. I can also do it on the short as well. So a lot of people always say, oh, dollar cost average as a stock falls. I could do dollar cost average as a stock climbs as well if I'm looking for a short. Right now, guys, I did just get filled 100 shares at 1030. I only got 100 shares filled. So I only got 100 shares filled at that red line. You know, I didn't know if we were going to go slightly above it to like 1040, maybe 1050. But right now, I only got 100 shares filled at this area. Now, hey, if I make a free $100 off of this, I won't be upset. If I make a free $100 and the stock dumps all the way back down to the VWAP, if anything, it's a little confidence booster. If anything, it's saying, hey, Dek, you were so perfect. You were so correct on this. You know, that's awesome. You know, do I have more than just 100 shares set? Yeah, I had 1035, 1039, 1040, 1047, 1055. Like, I had a lot of orders. It's just only my first one just got filled right there at 1030. So, hey, if this thing dumps right here, I wouldn't be upset. We did get filled right exactly as we wanted at the game plan. Again, that was just my first entry on a dollar cost average on the short side on a rise. And now we are going to see if this thing can turn and dump and maybe fall back down to like 950 or lower. If this thing can fall back down to like 960 or lower, I'm probably just going to take my 100 shares. I'm probably going to make about $90. And you know what? That'll push me up over 600 bucks on the day. So, again, trading smart, trading patiently, being the gambler where the odds are in your favor. Let's see here, team. We're doing everything we need to. Guys, there's a nice fade. There's a nice drop. We came on down to 960. Let's see if we can get that like 950-ish mark. Again, obviously the goal would be back on down to the VWAP. We came on down to 958 there for a moment. I had to answer someone real quick, so I wasn't looking at the level 2. But still in the green, as you guys know, and it's nice to kind of see like the plan still working. But I still like, again, you know, even if it does pop back on up with a little bit of a short. But can everyone understand like the strategy I'm trying to teach you? Like truly, do you guys understand that, you know, what I'm trying to do has purpose? Do you guys understand, again, what I'm teaching you guys at this moment has reasoning behind it? And how, again, it can be able to profit, and how it can be able to produce gains, and how, again, it could be able to make you a consistent stock trader. That's, again, what I want for you guys. I want you guys to understand what I'm trying to get across. This is like, yes, I love having fun with you guys. I love, again, entertaining you. I love making you guys laugh. I love, again, having fun, jumping around, being a little bit of a psycho. I love that. But at the same time, I want every single person to leave here and be like, yeah, he truly does teach us as well. He teaches us. He brings us value. He, again, actually teaches us strategy. This is not, again, some 16-year-old kid just saying, oh, I'm buying here. Okay, I'm selling here. Okay, I lost a ton. Okay, I'm buying here. I'm selling here with no rhyme or reason. Let's, again, do it together. Right now, we still have a lot of resistance. Still at that 1030 mark. Haven't been able to break it just yet. Want to see if we're going to, you know, what's truly going to be happening next here. Right now here, traders, we're kind of just sitting on this one. We only have 100 shares. I'm not adding at, you know, $10 or so. We'll keep that one on watch for a little bit. You know, I wanted to see if that one's going to crack and, you know, break. If it does spike its way on up, remember, we could still get back up towards around that 1050 mark. If it dumps underneath the VWAP, it'll be pretty much done with. How's QNRX doing, our first short on the day? Look at QNRX. QNRX, guys, that thing is falling apart. That is now underneath $10. If there's any lucky lad here who is still holding since, again, our $12, $13 short alert, congratulations. So if there's any, again, lucky lad that is still, again, crushing it from, again, QNRX on the short side, congrats. MSPR, no news on this play. I really don't trust it at this time. Spiked on up, dump on down. CYCU, let's go back into a larger time frame. 5-minute time frame, spike and dump. LPSN right here, spike and dump. DTCK right here, not seeing anything I truly love. Again, we only have, this is one of the biggest issues right here, team. We go from a 100% top gainer to a 29% top gainer. That's an issue. That's showing, again, there's a little bit of lack of volume. Now, who's kind of sick and tired of earnings season? Because this usually happens every earnings season where things slow down because most companies are focused on their quarterly reports. Now, the good news is today is the last day of earnings season, or excuse me, this week is the last week of earnings season. So for anyone who is saying to themselves, oh, Dek, I'm so sick and tired of earnings season kind of stealing away the hype and the momentum and the action from the market, I will let you guys know right now, earnings season is coming down to an end on Friday. So today, we do have Beyond Meat, aka the Reddit stock right now, like AMC, GameStop. Beyond Meat's a big one. We also have OKLO, Aklo. People like that one. And then we basically die on off here. We really don't have any giant ones left. So, little heads up for every single person. Want to make sure that you guys are aware of that. Earnings season, this is the last week of it. Make sure that you guys understand it. Guys, little heads on up. I'm going to get out of my entry right now over on ENGN. It's not really dumping. It's not really doing what I wanted to do. We did get a little bit of a fade, but not really doing too much. I only have a little bit of entry. Cleanup Kid says, Dek, banks are also closed today, so most people on cash accounts don't have settled funds to trade. That could definitely be a reason for a lack of volume as well. Don't have settled funds. Now, I said this earlier, but I do just want to say it one more time here once again, traders. For every single person, happy Veterans Day. For every single person that has served our country, for every single person who has made that ultimate sacrifice, for every single person who has taken time out of their lives to make our lives better. Truly, thank you so much for what you have done, for every single military branch, for every single person that has been able to do that commitment. I truly, truly, truly respect you. I honor you, and I just want to say thank you so much for what you guys have done for us. So again, shout out to our military, shout out to the USA, shout out to, again, this amazing country that we live in. I'm blessed beyond words, and thank you so much for being part of that. Happy Veterans Day, everybody. Right now, 1026 in the market. Guys, does anyone see anything going crazy? Anyone see anything going crazy? Anything? I see anyone going wild? It's been a pretty good morning. We're up $555 on the day. So we're up $555 on the day. We saw ENGN the moment it came on out. ENGN from Fox Runner the moment it came on out. We also saw again QNRX the moment that one came on out. Get excited for, again, the Fox Runner mobile app. I'm so excited for that, guys. That's going to be an absolute game changer, as we talked about. The moment, again, the mobile app comes on out, Fox Runner, and we get all the push notifications sent straight to our phone, that is going to be so cool, so great, and it's going to make trading, like, easier than ever before. So, like, I am pumped because I can't wait to just make some easy money. Getting every single, hey, press release came on out. Hey, alert just came on out. All straight to our phone. It's going to be like Robinhood of news. CYCU. Let's see. Hey, Deck, it's a little slow today. How about some trivia? All right, first one that gets it wins a free month of chat. You guys ready? What is the highest grossing movie of all time? First one to write it on out gets a free month of chat. Ready? Go. Boom. You guys got it. Highest grossing movie of all time, Avatar, 2009. $2.9 billion. You know what? I will tell you right now. Is Avatar a good movie? Yes. It's a good movie. Right? It's little cowboys and Indians. Right? That's what we have right here. Is it $2.9 billion worth? I don't think so. Was it a good movie? Yeah, it was cool. Don't get me wrong. It was alright. It was solid. I'll watch it like once. If I saw it again on TV, I'd probably watch it again, I guess. But it's like, I don't know. That one always shocked me a little bit. Avengers, you know, that's a way better movie. Avengers a way better movie. So Avatar, we do have our winner, Nate Trades. Nate Trades, you're the first person I see. Deck, why again do you trade small caps over options or futures? I will tell you right now. Okay, it's a great question. I will tell you right now. Is the majority of traders that trade options will lose. The majority of traders who trade options, that is where like that 95% of losers come from. Okay? Now, let me explain it right now, okay? Let's kind of break it on down. I'll show you why. This is it. We're going to make this screen right here. We're going to go into it from start to finish. All right? Why do I trade small caps? Why don't I trade options? This is it. We are going to put shares over here, aka me buying shares, me buying small caps, me shorting. We can put options over here. Now, traders, I'm going to be very blunt. I'm going to be very straight to the point. And I'm going to say the majority of the people in the world are idiots. They are. They're stupid. They don't do any work. They're lazy. They're ugly. They're fat. Okay? Now, let's figure out, is stock trading hard enough already? For us, when we buy shares, we have to find the right stock, aka find the right ticker. And we also have to make the prediction, is the stock going to go up or is the stock going to go down? Okay? Now, same exact thing with options. Guess what? We have to find the right ticker. We have to be able to predict, is the stock going to go up or is the stock going to go down? The majority of people can't even do this. The majority of people, and sometimes not even myself, can be able to find the right play and predict overall, is this going to go up or is this going to go down? This is already hard enough. But let's go ahead now. And let's say on options, let's add a few more complications for us. Let's add the fact that we need to be able to pick, is it going to go up and down before a certain expiration date? So I got to find the right stock. Is it going to go up or down? And is it going to go up and down before this expired date? But no, not even that. Let's make it even tougher for ourselves. Let's say, is it going to go up or down before this certain date? And also, let's go ahead and put a strike price, which means it has to be the right stock up or down before a certain date, but then also we have to get above or below a certain price that we pick. But that's not hard enough. Let's make it even harder for ourselves. Let's go ahead and throw in this thing called time decay, which means that the longer that it doesn't happen, the more money we lose because our options are again fading down to zero. So we got to find the right play. Is it going up or down? Before a certain date, it has to get up or over a certain number. And the quicker it does it, the more I make. But if it doesn't do it, I lose more money. But that's not it. Let's make it even fucking harder for ourselves. Let's go ahead and let's add implied volatility. Which means, again, if more and more and more people do it, well, then again, our time decay is going to be even stronger. So if you're wondering, why do the majority of stock traders lose? Well, again, they get caught up in this. They get caught up in the fact that, oh, I can make more money. I have $200. I can make, again, $200,000. Yes, if you guess this correct, this correct, this correct, this correct, this correct, this correct, when 95% of people can't even pick the right ticker and is it going to go up or down? So I will say this. I cannot speak for you. I cannot speak for every single person in the world. I cannot speak for the people that you know. But I know maybe like 2 to 3 people that actually make money in options. Every other person on social media lose. Every single person that I know lost on options. Every single person I know, again, has blown up in their account on options. And they said, you know what? I'm just going to buy shares where I don't have expiration, where I don't have a strike price, where I don't have time, where I don't have implied volatility. Now, yes, you may not make as much on shares if you have a smaller account, but you have a better chance of keeping your account. When you start doing this, just say bye. Just say bye-bye. The only way, of course, to not say bye-bye is to almost do the same exact thing as if you were doing shares. Which means what? Which means, again, you're going to have an expiration date very far away. Let's go, again, like 6 months to a year. But now, again, these are going to be even more expensive contracts. And you can put it close in the money strike price. But that's going to make it more expensive. And again, you can give yourself more time and again, have better implied volatility. But now again, that's costing more money. So why not again, just do shares? This is my opinion. This is my thought process. And this is me speaking out loud to the majority of beginner traders. It's very easy to get caught up in the hype of going on meme coins. Small amount of money can make you a lot of money. It's very easy to get caught up in the hype of sports betting. Put in a small amount of money, do a couple crazy parlays, make a lot of money. It's very easy to get caught up in the hype of doing some crazy option contract. Caught on up, next thing you know, expiration, time decay, implied volatilities, boom, you lost it all. I am not saying options are a scam. You can do them right. You can do them the right way. You can be able to be disciplined. But the thing is, I do suggest that the majority of traders focus on shares, focus on these smaller cap movers because you have a better chance of success. Does everyone understand what I'm saying? Does everyone understand what I'm getting out of this? So you can have that talk to yourself. Be able to make it again. Make sure that you guys are all good. All right, traders. 10:36 in the market at this time. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, as always, let me drop some amazing links for you guys over in the chat room right here, right now. So again, some links. Guys, if you guys want to use my broker, Dek, how you always shorting every single one of these plays, make sure you guys go over and get Cobra. They're absolutely an incredible broker. How do I find news every morning? That's over on foxrunner.com so that you guys are all set. Dek, again, your charting data. That's trade ideas, the charting in the live stream. Remember, after you guys, I've been sending out, I'm probably close to 100 different, charts over on trade ideas. After you guys sign up to trade ideas, send me your receipt. I will send you all my scanner codes so that you guys are all good. You guys can also, again, join us every single day over on tradecaster.com. If you guys are on Tradecaster, again, you guys can upgrade, get ready for Black Friday. That's going to be amazing. You guys can check out the free trading journal. Make sure you guys go check out the free trading journal right now. And then also, last but not least, I know, again, One Stop Prop is having their veteran sale. You guys can go over there, get that, and you guys will be all set, ready to go. That's the prop firm I used to be able to make $10,000 yesterday. So, if you guys are not using these links, go ahead, check them on out. Every single one is great. Every single one is perfect. Every single one is what you need to be successful in the stock market. But other than that, traders, it's an awesome day. Guys, ENGN starting to fade on down. ENGN, there is the weakness. And ENGN, there is the drop as things start getting that fade and fall. Hey, traders, every single person here, I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you for, again, every single person that's been joining us. Dek, can you short stocks with the prop firm? Yes, you can. So you can short again with the prop firm. They don't have micro caps right now at the moment over on One Stop. But again, they are trying to get those. But again, team, as I said, I don't want to discourage anyone from trading options. I like options if you do them right. Okay? So a little heads on up. I like options if you do them right. But just the majority of traders do them wrong. Do I make sense? So the thing is here, team, shares, the reason why I kind of preach those so much is just because you have a better chance of holding your account longer, better chance of being able to figure out and learning how to trade stocks the right way. Then again, you can dibble and dabble with shares or options after you have discipline, after you have it all set, right? So it's almost, again, fine balance. Hey, Dek, I want to get into shape. Some people lift heavy. Some people, again, go on vegan diets. Some people run. Some people play sports. Some people, again, do Ironmans. A million different ways to get in shape. Find the one that works best for you. All right. Lickety split, you talking about options? To be able to get, again, you know, some lessons over on options, I'm happy to help. Also, on top of that, guys, if you guys haven't seen these, you guys can go over to the video library over on, again, Tradecaster. Scroll on down, and you guys can check out the Options Bootcamp as well. So if you guys haven't, over on the Options Bootcamp, make sure you guys click this link. Go ahead and check this on out. Some awesome options lessons to make you guys, again, better traders. So if you are new, if you guys have not watched this, make sure you guys go check that out right there. Awesome. Hey, traders, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say thank you so much for every single person who has joined us on this day. Thank you so much for being incredible. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Another day of winning. $555 in the market. That's what we do around here. Back-to-back winning days, back-to-back profits, all live in front of you, calling it all on out. We're keeping the party going tomorrow. Let's make this money, and I'll see you guys again back here later on and bright and early tomorrow morning. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Let's keep on crushing it. Get after it. And also, quick little sign note. Quick little sign note here, team. If you have not yet, go over towards, again, YouTube. Type in Sean Dekmar. And I have been dropping so many, again, great videos for you. I have put out everything you need to know about how to become a successful day trader, part 1. And if you haven't watched this, I also came on out with part 2. So everything you need to know to become a successful day trader, part 2. Make sure if you have not, go check out this one. This one, again, is going to be absolutely incredible. Part 1, part 2, check it on out. You guys are going to become great traders. You guys can grow, you guys can learn, and you guys can become the best trader you guys can be. So amazing. I love it, guys. Awesome job. Awesome work. Help me wrap this thing on up. You guys know the drill here, baby. In 3, 2, 1. Ah! Did you make money today? Did you make a profit today? Did you come out on top today? I'm the Batman.
I got this question the other day. Why are you successful?
So I ball so hard, motherfucker.
$1,000 profit today.
First niggas gotta find me.
$700.
50 grand to a motherfucker like me. Can you please remind me? Ball so hard, this shit crazy.
$1,000.
Y'all know that don't shit phase. And as we go,
Lock it on up.
too when I look at you like this shit crazy. Ball so hard, this shit weird. We ain't even pro be here. Ball so hard since we here. It's only right that we be fair.
Who's ready for $1 million a year?
You should be asking how to be successful. Jackson, Tyson, Jordan, Game 6.